Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. My name is Sharon and today we're going to do a simple soft glam on this beautiful soul over here. And before you do that, kindly subscribe, share your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'll be reading all of them kama kawaida, and if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. With no further ado, let us go straight into the video. So I just started off with moisturizing her skin using the ordinary hyaluronic acid. Just going to massage that onto her skin first, allow it to set before we move on to moisturizer. For today's look, we're starting with the face before the eye makeup. You know, that is a technique I learned from Ghana and I said I must try it. This is my first time trying out this technique, and let me tell you, I was shaking, especially when it got to the eye makeup side, when we were doing the eye makeup, sorry. Then after the serum, we went straight to moisturizer. We are using the Cerave AM moisturizer. This one already has a sunscreen in it. It is like a combination of moisturizer and sunscreen. So we're going to again massage that onto her skin. Again, allow it to set first before we move on to primer. And then after that is when we're going to prime her face. We're going to use the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer, concentrating mostly around the areas as she produces oil the most. And for primer, tap it in. Avoid massaging it in, dragging the primer around your face. Just tap, tap, tap until it is absorbed onto the skin. Again, allow it to set fast before you move on to foundation. So for foundation, we're going to use the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop. Yeah, it's either won't stop, can't stop, or can't stop, won't stop. I'm going to insert an image of the foundation here. That is what we're going to use on her face. Again, tap, tap, tap. Avoid using too much product when it comes to foundation. And yeah, make sure it is all blended in.
I grew up in a place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave, had to find a way to change, had to leave to find my way. Caught up in a daydream, I beat my mind up there almost daily. It's how I pass time, no opinions safely. It's how I understand what I want in this place, see. Cause everybody wanna tell you bad things, what could go wrong, what fame brings. But success is a finicky thing, and if you ain't sure, no, it'll never be.
And then after applying foundation, we're going to cream contour, starting off with the high points of her cheek. The high points of the cheek. We're going to use a brush for this, and then we're going to bring that cream contour to her forehead as well, so at least it matches her hairline. Then after that, we're going to highlight. We're using the Illegal Pro Concealer in the shade Beautiful Bronze and Fawn in the middle, just to brighten the middle part a bit. And then to blend that in, we're going to use a Derma Beauty Blender. So we're going to start off with blending in around the under eye and a bit on the bridge of the nose. I did not want to emphasize on the highlights because her foundation is a little bright, so I did not want to emphasize on the highlighting too much. So I just concentrated the highlights mostly around the under eye. And then after that, we're going to apply a cream blush just to give her face a little bit of warmth, concentrating again mostly on the higher points of her cheeks. And then after, we're going to set in the areas where we highlighted, and I am using the Maybelline Fit Me Finishing Powder in the shade 360. Yeah, 360. Then after, we're going to set the areas where we cream contoured with powder contour. And we're using a very round and fluffy brush. It's a small brush, but very round and very fluffy. Next, we're going to apply more setting powder around the under eye before we start doing her eye makeup, so at least it can capture the fallout, if any, from the eyeshadow. And then after that is when I will start with the eye makeup. Let me tell you, I was shaking, my hands were shaking, because I've never done this technique before, like doing the face first before the eye makeup. But I think I tried. So for lining, we're using the Dewy's number 3 eye pencil, and then to fill in the eyebrows, we are using the Maybelline eyebrow gel mascara. And then after that, we're going to clean the eyebrows using LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Beautiful Bronze. So we are not starting directly from the inner corner of the eye, from the curve going towards the outer corner, and then the product remaining on the brush is what we're going to use around the inner corner. For this, for around the inner corner, you can use a foundation instead of the concealer. And then next, before we start applying eyeshadow, we're going to set our eyelids using the Louis eyeshadow base. This is like eye savior when it comes to this technique, because when you apply this eyeshadow primer, there is no fallout. If any, it would be very minimal. So I would recommend you go for an eyeshadow base instead of just a concealer when you're doing the face before the eye makeup. It saves you a lot. So for the eye look, we're just going to start off with this, is it a maroon shade for the first transition? And I was playing it safe for the eye makeup, let me tell you. And then we're just going to blend that in. I had to change positions because the lighting on the other side, I did not like it that much. So we had to change. I like this lighting better than the other one. And then after that, around the crease region, we're just going to blend it in using the Louis eyeshadow base, just a tiny amount of it before we apply the eyeshadow around the crease region. And then the eyeshadow we're going for is this nude shade from Morphe. I think all the products I've used on this look will be on the description box, so kindly check the description box for all the products used on this look. And we're just going to apply that around the crease region, and we're using a more fluffy brush, not the very angled brush, more fluffy, so at least the blend is very smooth. And then after that, we're just going to draw a tiny wing, not very dramatic wing, just a tiny one that is going to complement her eye shape. Yeah. And we're using the Zaron gel eyeliner. And then next, to wipe off the excess powder on her under eye, we're going to use a finishing powder that matches her skin tone. That is what we're going to use to wipe off the excess powder. Then after that, we're just going to apply falsies. We're not doing dramatic falsies today, just something that is going to complement her eyes. Then after that, we're just going to use an eyelash color to curl her lashes. And then when we are done, we're going to set her whole face, using the Milani Dewy setting spray. Then after that, to highlight, we're just going to highlight the nose alone, because the face already looks good, so we don't want to use too much highlighter on her face. And then for her lips, we just wanted to go for something that is very neutral, not very bold. Because again, remember, for today's look, we're doing a soft glam, so nothing conspicuous, just something very subtle. And that would be the final look, guys. Soft glam that complements her skin and her eyes, and you know, all that. Can you peep the bronzer? Yo. I loved how this whole look turned out. Let me know what you think in the comment section. So that would be it from me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye.